Why, hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as LegoDude11, coming to you from the LegoDude11 studio. And today's is a brand new movie vlog for you. This is part of my TV show slash movie vlog reviews. And today's is a special one because this is the month of December and this is my Christmas one. Now, this isn't the only Christmas video I'm going to be doing. Like last year, I made a Christmas vlog where I was out and about with my friends. And we went and saw Christmas lights. I shared with you my Christmas decorations, but I didn't need to share my Christmas decorations again this year. I wanted to share with you the Christmas content that I watched here today, and then I am going to do another video on my actual Christmas day of like what I get that day, and then the presents or the specific stuff I get, and then the later videos of me making that specific set, what I get on Christmas. So, yes, so please enjoy this little mega collab review of the content that I watched for Christmas. So, without further ado, let's get to it, guys. So, one of the pieces of content that I watched was a movie called Spirited. And this is a movie on Apple TV Plus. And it is about, as you can see the description up there, a musical of the classic Christmas story by Charles Dickens. It's a miserly man who treats everyone around him with a terrible selfishness, finds himself on a fantastical adventure into 3 phases of time. And then if I click it up here, of past, present, and future in order to discover how he ended up so miserable and alone. And it has Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds, Patrick Page as Marley. I've never heard of him before. Octavia Spencer, and then other people in the cast. But the main 2 people are Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. And this is a fun little Christmas musical story based off of the Charles Dickens, story from, years ago. Like they made the Christmas Carol, or they made the original Christmas Carol, then they did Jim Carrey's version, then they did the Muppets, various versions, the novel, the book, and stuff. And I actually quite enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than I thought I was going to enjoy it, just based off of the 2 actors themselves in these roles. And when I watched the trailer for this movie, I was kind of unsure of how I was supposed to enjoy this film. I'm all for musicals, but especially for Christmas, I was like, okay, am I gonna enjoy this film? And it's 2 hours long, and I'm like, okay, is that gonna be too long? Am I gonna be bored? But it keeps you engaged, and the songs are so catchy that I definitely think that if you're a Christmas lover and want to watch something new, fresh this holiday season, I definitely recommend you check this one out. So, checked all the boxes for me. Definitely brings Christmas joy and spirit into my life, especially for the title called Spirited. So I definitely recommend you check this one out. Let's get to the next piece of content, guys. The other piece of content that I watched for this Christmas season was A Christmas Story Christmas. And I actually watched this the same day. I actually watched this before Spirited. And I don't know which one of the 2 I like better, but this is a nice, enjoyable film. Like it's lighthearted. It's lighthearted. It's not overdone. It doesn't overdo anything, which I just kind of repeated myself. It's just a harmless Christmas movie. And I could have said that about Spirited, but what I feel like they do differently, this one's not a musical, but this one is, if I go down here actually, is there's the A Christmas Story right there, which I have never seen. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I'm not a huge diehard A Christmas Story fan. So, I'm more of like Elf, Home Alone 1, 2, and even 3. So, I'm not like a one that goes back to Christmas Story or even has seen Christmas Story from beginning to end. I've just seen clips of it. And then there's A Christmas Story 2 that they made, but it's not even the same cast. It's not even like the same continuation of it. So that's what this movie is. And I watched this and I thought it was so charming. Like I thought I was going to be bored out of my mind because I didn't know like everything from the original. But this, I feel like it keeps you engaged. It keeps a little bit of it's not modernized, but it takes the dad in the sense that it's a newer version of the old in the same time period that the old one is. And I think this is clever. I think this is one I would definitely rewatch. Going into the future Christmas seasons, I would say I would actually watch the full Christmas Story from beginning to end, and then watch this afterwards and see kind of the similarities to it. Because I think that there's a lot of goodness in this film itself. If you're a Christmas Story fan, I recommend this to you. Let me know if you've seen this movie and what you didn't like or disliked about it. I just got a lot out of this. I don't want to spoil too much about these things, by the way. I just want to give you guys like my positives and negatives. I don't really know any negatives on this. Again, it's a Christmas movie, so it's like, why would I be rude to a Christmas movie? But it has Peter Billingsley in it, who was the kid in the original, who has been featured in Iron Man and Spider-Man: Far From Home, which I totally did not recognize him in those movies. But yeah, it's a good movie. There's things in it, I think, that might be a little bit cheesy and like, okay, that was over the top, but I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's a feel good Christmas movie. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. There's worse movies to watch from Christmas and other times in the year. So I don't know. It's definitely better than Morbius in my opinion. So that's all I'll say. It's not too hard to be better than Morbius. So yeah, let's get onwards and forwards. Definitely recommend this film, and you guys should check it out this Christmas season. So the last two piece of content I did watch this Christmas, the month of Christmas, are both on Disney Plus, and this one is the Santa Clauses of there. I really adore that logo. I think it's really splendid. I think it's really beautiful. And there's the cast there. There's the Calvin family, the Scott Calvin family, and I enjoyed this. Okay, I'm not gonna come out here and be like, oh, I'm biased. I have to like everything Disney. No, no, no. But this was one that I enjoyed. I might make a video later, either this month or early next year, depending on when I actually feel like the urge to make it, about Disney Plus and their series. But that might be a little while if I come to it to agreement to make it. But there's a couple series like Willow and such and on Disney Plus, and people are commenting on all Star Wars series and all Marvel series and this and that. But this felt like what's the best way to put it? I mean, people are going to be mad either way. So this doesn't feel like a Disneyfied version of the movies, and some people may feel like that. But what I feel like this series does really beautifully is it doesn't make it seem like a Disneyfied version of the original series. It just feels like a continuation with Christmas magic in it. And maybe that's just me like not realizing something. Like maybe people feel like it doesn't have that same magic from the original. But there's 6 episodes in total, and to me that feels like a good enough length for like another movie. And it fits the vibe. Like every time I watch an episode, I feel like, okay, this is good. This is continuing the story. Like it doesn't. People will complain about the Marvel shows and be like, oh, each episode was totally different from the last. This series feels like it's continuing and has the same vibe throughout the entire show, which I really appreciate. It doesn't lose its magic, and there's certain characters that you just fall in love with, from the elves to the family itself, and so forth, and all the characters get time to shine, I think, in my opinion. And look, there's Peyton Manning in the one episode. You see him in the trailer. I think this show is definitely very clever, full of jokes, and I love it. So I'm sorry for the shaky cam there. Shaky cam time, yoo-hoo! But yeah, I mean, and it all works for me, guys. It all works for me. I'm a fan of the movies. They get a little cheesy with the second one, and the like with the robot Santa, and then the third one with Jack Frost. But I do like Martin Short in the third one. He's very comedic. So, but this series does have a few cameos from the original movies, and I just love this series more than I thought I was actually going to, in my opinion. I wasn't sure how much I was going to enjoy this, but I enjoyed it more than I was going to. So if you're a fan of the Santa Claus series, which Ashton Flash is over on YouTube, he's a Lego YouTuber, and I didn't know he was a fan of it. So thanks, Ashton Flash, for liking this series as well. But if you're a fan of the Santa Claus, any of the Santa Claus movies, definitely give this one a watch this holiday season. So thumbs up for me. I'm giving all these things a thumbs up because I'm a Christmas lover. But what it yeah, if you're definitely like, if you don't like the previous two Santa Claus movies, I would kind of give this one a watch though. But if you don't like any of the movies, don't watch this one. But I give it a thumbs up. And let's get on to the last and final thing. You guys are probably dying to hear me talk about this one. So last but not least, I did see the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. This was the first thing I actually saw. Maybe, I think, no, it was the Santa Claus thing that premiered first. But yeah, this was the next thing I saw for the Christmas season this year, 2022. And I gotta tell you guys, I love this so much, just as other people do. I mean, this is so perfect. And I mean that in a good way. Like, I don't mean that of biasy of Disney, biasy of Marvel. I am a Marvel guru, as you guys probably don't know here on the channel, but I speak very positively about the MCU. Now, I appreciate Phase 4 of the MCU more than most people generally do, more than my friends do, but that's for various other reasons. There's tiny pieces of Phase 4 that I don't like, but a lot of Phase 4 that I do love. But this overall was amazing. And I am, as I just mentioned when I was talking about the Santa Clauses, I'm a Christmas lover. I love holidays, but there's some Christmas specials out there that just don't do it for me. Like when I rewatch, like the old Rudolph thing, the Frosty thing, Heat Miser, Snow Miser stuff, those are classics. But this is just adorable. You have the Christmas magic, what James Gunn can do with the craftsmanship, like Suicide Squad, Slither, Super, and then the Guardians of the Galaxy and Peacemaker and such. He is a master craftsman when it comes to stuff like this. He captured the Christmas charm. He had animation, like classic style holiday Christmas special animation. He brought music. His music is phenomenal in this, by the way. The song "I Don't Know What Christmas Is, But Christmas Time Is Here" is the one of my favorite songs ever. Like, I'm adding that to my Christmas playlist ASAP. And what the relationship between Mantis and Drax is awesome, and I can't wait to see more of them in Guardians 3. Cosmo in this is adorable. He only gets a few lines screen time, but I cannot wait to see Cosmo in Guardians 3. And the whole thing about that, you see Kevin Bacon in the trailer, so with them, the whole quest to go find Kevin Bacon is a riot. And what else is there? I mean, I'm not gonna there's an MCU spoiler in here, so spoilers right now. 3, 2, 1. The fact that Star-Lord is Mantis's sister is so emotional. I got teary at the end because the fact that I'm an only child myself, so the fact that the real bond between them at the end was so emotional. This really kicked high gear for me. It checked all the boxes. And really, at the end of the day for me, because I think people are kind of confused, that this marks the end of Phase 4. Like, I feel like this is the end of it. So, in a way, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and this both made me cry. So, Phase 4, you have made me cry both 2 times. 2 times! Oh, man. You knock it out of the park. I am floored by this, and this definitely gets a watch every single year for Christmas, guys. You don't believe it. I didn't have any skepticism to this at all, but it definitely blew me away more than I was actually anticipating. And I loved Guardians even more for this and much more. The haters on Guardians 2, haters gonna hate, but I love this so much. And the trailer for Guardians 3, by the way, I just have to mention this. This isn't Christmas related. But that Guardians 3 trailer was freaking bananas. So I cannot wait for Guardians 3, which actually comes out May 5th, which is my birthday month. It's not the 28th, but it's a little bit earlier than that. So my birthday month coming up soon. Guardians 3, cannot wait. What did you guys think of Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special? What did you guys think of any of the Christmas content I shared here today? And I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, whatever you guys are celebrating. Well, Happy New Year is not quite here yet, but stay tuned for my Christmas Day haul. I'm not asking for much this year, But stay tuned for that video of the Christmas day of what I do get, and don't forget to leave a like. Stay tuned on what is to come for the rest of 2022. My top 10 movies video is coming later at the end of the year here, and then I will be just continuing on with the content throughout next year. So stay tuned on what is to come here on the LegoDude11 channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me at LegoDude11, or to subscribe to the LegoDude11 channel family, and don't forget to follow me at Boba Fett Jedi Master. Link is down below. Click that link. Follow me over there at Instagram. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me. As always, don't forget to keep calm and play Lego. Bye, everyone.